A new campaign to make the citizenry of Accra responsible for cleaning their environment while service providers take care of domestic waste collection, street cleansing and other public areas has been launched, dubbed Operation Clean Your Frontage. The new initiative falls directly under the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Mr. Henry Quartey's transformational agenda, Let's Make Accra Work Again campaign that seeks to mobilize and empower all urban actors to practically and sustainably respond to the region's waste management and sanitation challenges. Speaking at the launch at the Independence Square in Accra, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo reiterated his calls for attitudinal change and responsible lifestyle in making Accra the cleanest city in Africa.
The challenge we have about utilities, services, and sanitation in our capital city. A challenge which can only be overcome not just by the logistics and the bylaws and the rules of engagement, but also by a change in our attitude and behavior. That is why I said at the beginning of my first mandate, it was my determination that by the end of my period as president, Accra will be the cleanest city in Africa.
He called on all, especially private organizations, to play key roles in making the Operation Clean Your Frontage a success.
All the various measures that have been put in place, including the logistical resources that have been assembled. And we have heard also of the coalition of all different sections of our community, both in the public and private sectors, about the cooperation that they are going to have to show in order for us to make Operation Clean Your Frontage a success. And a success it must be.
The Greater Accra Regional Minister touched on some challenges, including indiscriminate siting of lorry stations, trading on roads, selling on footbridges, among others, as some of the challenges underpinning efforts to ensure discipline and make Accra clean again.
In discipline, law and order, and that's why we're doing some of the decongestions. As a war against indiscipline, the Regional Coordinating Council is committed to ensuring law and order in all sectors of the region. Indiscipline amongst our residents is not the best. It permeates all areas in Accra. Irresponsible driving, siting of structures on roads and waterways, wrong establishment of lorry stations, abandonment of vehicles on roads, trading on roads and highways, trading on the median of ceremonial roads, trading on footbridges and streets.
However, the minister added that plans such as the introduction of toll-free lines were underway to drastically reduce the menace.
We will establish call centers with free toll lines to receive calls, complaints from sanitation informants. Indeed, we are engaging in a way to include community services and the sentencing regime to ensure that we do not congest the courts with sanitation issues.
A deputy local government minister, Mr. Collins Intim, pledged the ministry's support while calling residents to get involved in ensuring sustainable waste management in their environment.
I wish on behalf of the Honorable Minister for Local Government assure the Greater Accra Coordinating Council of the ministry's support and to encourage all residents in Greater Accra to contribute towards the achievement of this objective to make Accra one of the cleanest cities on the continent.
The executive chair of Just Fund Group, operators of waste management giant Zoom Lion Ghana Limited, Mr. Joseph Siao Ejapon, says the company is committed to distribute at least 100,000 dustbins to various households as part of efforts to realize the vision of making Accra clean again.
Your Excellency, I humbly want to praise that we're going to make available 100,000 dustbins, available to support the operation Clean Your Frontage, so that citizens will get dustbins in placing in front of their houses to discharge the waste. On this note, we, all the private companies, support this laudable initiative and pledge our full support. We will work tirelessly, day and night, to make sure that this campaign becomes a success.
Some municipal chief executives who spoke exclusively to Ghanadistricts TV shared their thoughts about the initiative. As a municipal chief executive for Adenta, what are the steps you are taking to achieve this aim? Okay, there are a few things we'll be doing. Yes, we may not have as many industries and commercial activities like in other places, but for wherever we are, whoever is doing anything of commercial value must realize that he has the frontage of his place to clean. Those in their own households have the household as well as the road in front of you halfway to clean. You have a responsibility to put the necessary things in the right places. If we are all working together, we'll be keeping our area clean. Then the domestic waste that we are also generating must be lifted from time to time. So those people who put in charge, who are supposed to lift and transport the waste out of our system, must also be ready to do their work. Together, we will make the greater Accra clean. And everybody in his own small area will do the necessary things. We will get there.
I'll make sure my frontage has been clean, and not your frontage. But if I get to your place and your place is dirty, it means that you are not cleaning your frontage. So I will clean it for you, and I will arrest you for that. So Operation Clean Your Frontage, as Ghana West, we are going to take it very serious and make sure we are using the bylaws.
I would say that nobody can say that they are not aware that they have to keep their various surroundings clean. Now, what is left now is the enforcement of the bylaw, and that is what we are going to do. The task force, we are going to also empower them to make sure anybody that is not going to comply with these bylaws are taken through the legal processes, and that will serve as a deterrent to others. For instance, we have started some engagement in my municipality. All the stores, all the communities, their frontages, we have invited them, we have told them what we want to see. Now, if you come and your frontage is very dirty, we have no recourse than to get a sanitation team to prosecute you. And that is what I believe, when we enforce those bylaws, the people will sit up and make sure their frontages are clean. And then, of course, the president will achieve his vision for this country.
Meanwhile, a city response team made up of 60 able men and women have been trained to help execute the Operation Clean Your Frontage campaign.